Hey YouTube, so today I just wanted to discuss the world of dating as a blind person. It's not all that different than the world of dating as a sighted person. It blows. But no, I just, in a lot of the Facebook groups, especially with people who are newly blind, I've noticed a lot of the same questions coming up. The first thing I'm just going to kind of touch on a little bit is safety. I personally will not meet anybody for a date at a location that I cannot get to and from independently. That's a line I have. I'm very direct. The place where I used to live, there were about 2 restaurants within a reasonable walking distance. You know, somebody would say, hey, I used OkCupid, but whatever you're using, you know, provided that you're meeting online and you don't already know the person, obviously. You know, I said, hey, you know, oh yeah, you're so nice when I meet you, blah, 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 whatever. I'd say, okay, well, I can meet you here or here. Those are the 2 options. And I didn't have anybody really have an issue with that. If they would have, then oh well. Clearly they're not the person for me. So that's just how I handle it. A lot of people say, well, should I tell people I'm blind in my dating profile? I always did. Why hide it? Why deny it? If me being blind is going to be an issue for you, then don't waste my time. People have, some dog guide handlers or other service dog handlers have asked, should I tell people about my dog? Again, I do. And there's a few reasons. If you have some kind of fear or allergy of dogs, that needs to be known up front. Number 2, my dog was here before you. My dog comes before you, and that's just how it is. That doesn't mean that I don't love my partner, anything like that. That means my dog is here to stay, and if you have an issue with him, then goodbye. So I like to be very open, front, honest, and tell people that's how it's gonna be. I know other people aren't as direct as I am, but I can only tell you what works for me. I've been asked, you know, have you had a hard time finding dates? No, not really. I find dating to be annoying and obnoxious, quite frankly. So I had to make myself actually accept the offers for dates. And I don't mean this in some kind of egotistical or arrogant, like, oh my god, people were popping out of the woodworks. Because no, it's not like I was getting asked out every day. But I personally did not find dating to be what I believe to be any more difficult than, you know, somebody who wasn't blind. That might change via your location. I can't judge if there's any difference if I was a guy. Also, I'm just now 30, so statistically speaking, I'm sure it probably is easier for people in their 20s to find dates than maybe people in their 60s. But from the best of what I can tell, me, my general, you know, age, location, I didn't really find it a problem. I just find being free and being honest and open to be the best way to be. There's also a lot of other things that I'm just very open and direct about. If somebody doesn't want to date you because you're blind or whatever, then that says more about them and their issues than it does about you. If somebody will not, doesn't understand your desire to want to be able to independently get to and from places during your first dates, that's a them issue, not a you issue. You know, the main thing I can suggest is to become comfortable with yourself, become comfortable with the fact that you're blind or you're disabled or whatever, and just go for it. Me personally, I had pictures of myself and of the dog, as well as it written in my profile. So even people who didn't want to read my profiles saw the dog. So, bam. I've also got questions. What are the best dating apps for blind people to use? I enjoyed OkCupid because you have more freedom in your bio section and there's questions and stuff like that. They have made a lot of changes. I do not know if those changes are screen reader friendly or not. I don't know. I can tell you at the time I used it, it was definitely screen reader friendly. So play around with that. I've been asked, pictures, do you have somebody describe these people to you? I personally don't. Other blind people might. I just really don't care, and I don't mean that in some kind of virtuous, looks are only skin deep. No. I have to be attracted to the person, but for me, my attraction is more about being with the person, getting to know them, being in their presence. There are plenty of people who, when I was sighted, I thought they were good looking, but I didn't want to date because we just didn't connect. Other people are, completely different, and physical attraction is the first thing that just, that's valid, whatever. So, I mean, that's going to totally depend on the person and what they want and what they need. So, if you are blind or visually impaired and you have a question about dating, let me know. My next video is going to be what to do if you are going to go on a date with somebody who is blind, because I've actually seen on a few groups that question popping up. So, if you have any questions or anything else that you think I should add, feel free to drop a comment or email me at blind1, BLYNDDE1 @gmail.com, and thanks for watching.